You want some of me? Well, you come on! Get some! Who wants it? Let's go, baby! It is go time!
There's nobody here, you idiot. I told you those coordinates were wrong.
Time Squad is an American animated television series created by Dave Wasson that aired on Cartoon Network from 2001 to 2003. It was one of the network's original shows, part of the Cartoons block, and is remembered for its unique blend of historical satire and slapstick comedy. The show is set in the year 100 million AD. The world is a seemingly utopian society, but there is a major problem. The fabric of time is starting to unravel because historical figures did not do the things they were famous for. A specialized police force known as the Time Squad is tasked with traveling back in time to fix these historical anomalies. However, instead of using delicate diplomacy, the squad usually resorts to brute force, trickery, and coercion to get historical figures back on track. The show revolves around a highly dysfunctional trio:
Freeze, mister! Officer Buck Tuddrussel, Time Squad.
Officer Buck Tuddrussel, voiced by Rob Paulson, a loose cannon who loves violence, shooting first and asking questions later. He is deeply ignorant of history and relies entirely on Otto to know what to do. He has a stereotypical soldier mentality, often referencing his training and rank. His rough, crude demeanor constantly clashes with Larry 3000's refined, sarcastic personality. Despite his flaws, he genuinely cares about his teammates.
Don't worry, Otto. It's Larry 3000 to the rescue.
Larry 3000, voiced by the Joker himself, Mark Hamill, a temperamental, sarcastic, and highly advanced robot. He was originally built to assist kings and diplomats, but was reassigned to the Time Squad when world peace made his original job obsolete. He acts as the team's long-suffering caretaker and pilot. He is essentially the onboard computer for the Time Squad satellite. He calculates time jumps, operates the weapons systems, and repairs the ship. Larry is a highly entertaining character who subverted the typical robot sidekick trope of the early 2000s cartoons.
Hey, folks! Ever wonder why our first president was the cleanest? Maybe it's 'cause he was always Washington.
Otto Osworth, voiced by Pamela Adlon, an 8-year-old orphan who is obsessed with history. He is recruited by the team in the first episode because he is the only one who actually knows what historical figures are supposed to do. He is the brains of the operation, constantly trying to keep Tuddrussel and Larry from killing people. Despite being a genius regarding history, he is still very much an 8-year-old boy. He loves junk food, gets excited about toys, and can be naive. He also has a deep desire for a normal family, which is why he puts up with Buck and Larry's nonsense. The voice of reason, Otto often points out the logical flaws in his teammates' plans, though he is frequently ignored until things go disastrously wrong.
Fuck! What the heck are you doing?
Honey!
Don't you honey me. You're committing a code 656, aren't you?
No.
Sheila Sternwell Tuddrussel, voiced by Mary Weiss, is a high-ranking, elite Time Squad officer who appears in a few episodes. She is essentially the exact opposite of Tuddrussel, competent, intelligent, professional, and physically capable. She follows the rules and actually knows how to do her job. She is Buck's ex-wife, and just like him, having Larry 3000, Sheila is paired with XJ5, voiced by Darren Norris, an overly dramatic, highly advanced robot who constantly brags about his superior processing power, much to Larry's annoyance.
Nice, isn't it?
Ha! It's not the size of the equipment, it's how you use it.
Sheila Sternwell exists to hold the mirror up to Buck, showing him and the audience exactly what a real squad officer should look like. Time Squad ran for 2 seasons, consisting of 26 episodes. While it was never the highest rated show on Cartoon Network and was cancelled relatively quickly, it developed a dedicated cult following. It featured exaggerated slapstick violence, witty banter, and absurd visual gags. Despite featuring historical figures, the show was not educational. In fact, it was the opposite. The joke was always based on taking a famous historical figure and completely subverting expectations. Time Squad was the first Cartoon Network original series to be entirely produced at their own studios and not to be made or brought over from Hanna-Barbera Productions. It was also one of the 4 Cartoon Network series to be added to the Cartoon Fridays block lineup, along with Mike Lou and Og, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Ship in the Big City. It is the last Cartoon Network original series to be premiered under Betty Cohen's tenure after her departure in 2001. Cohen was the original founder of the network in 1992. Time Squad was cancelled largely due to a shift in Cartoon Network's programming strategy. Because the show didn't have a massive merchandise push and was more dialogue, comedy-driven, it was quietly phased out. Despite its short run, fans remember it fondly for its sharp writing, fantastic voice acting, and its unique premise of making history class funny. It also occasionally featured guest voices from famous actors including Tom Kenny, Jeff Bennett, and the legendary Frank Welker. It remains a hidden gem of the early 2000s animation.